you need to drag the source file and drop it into the photopea.com, and it will load the entire thing. And by the way, we are going to use AAV1, so this is the code name. I didn't find any good naming convention for the packs, so yeah, so bear with me. You need to click this icon. It's called a smart object icon, so double click this one and it will open into a new page or canvas. So let's start with the main text, and a quick note will be every time you see the layer or folder in a different color, that means you can edit them. So for the text, you can click here to show and hide, to see what the what the layer is all about. To edit this one, you need to click the smart object icon, double click and type your text. So I'm going to see study harder, right? So study harder. Let me add a more, so tips. And every time you do something on the smart object or smart object area, you need to press Ctrl+S to save the thing or save the smart object, and then you need to go back to the previous screen. So in this case, we can see that text has been updated, but there is a problem. You can only see some of the parts of the text. The reason is, if you go to the main text here, the study harder and all of the text things is not visible. So to fix this one, you need to press C on your keyboard to enable the crop tool here. Then you need to drag the canvas around to make it a little bit more bigger. And when you can see all of the text, you are good to go. So you need to make sure it's in the middle. So to make it middle, you just simply drag it around, and if you can see, we have some X and Y axis ruler. It will just step into the middle one. All right. So once you get this one, once you get this one, press Ctrl+S again and go back to the previous screen, and it has been updated, and all of the effects, styles, layer styles has been updated into the new text. But here it's only in a teal color, but here it's in white color, so you don't have to do all of the things by yourself. So next up, we have the portrait. Same things goes for this one as well. Double click the portrait, and so I'm going to just drag and drop the portrait I have created previously. You must need to have a portrait without any kind of background. So if you have an image with background, you can go to erase.bg. So this website, erase.bg, so you can simply upload your image and it will automatically remove the background, and you can then upload it over this area. So you can then delete or hide the previous layer, and make sure, like the previous one, you need to keep your subject into this canvas. Press Ctrl+S. Now let's go back to here. The subject has been updated, and you can select the subject and place it with the place you want it to be. All right, I guess this seems good. Pretty good start. Oh yeah. So next, we have the right icon, we have the left icon, and to have this one, you can see it says title, so that means this one. So I'm going to say just some random words, some rules. I don't know what does this mean in this context. So yeah, you can select this one and move it around. And if you want to reveal more of the icon, you can select the folder and disable this one, auto select this option, and then you can select this folder and you can move it around to see more of the functions. All right, so same goes for the left one as well. And then you can again enable it. So what does this mean? When you have this check, every time you click on the icons or any elements or things, it will automatically select the layer. So you don't have to manually click the layers. All right, so to change the right icon, same things, click the smart object icon, double click the smart object icon, and then drop your icon. So I got this icon from a flat icon, so you can simply go and check the website. Press Ctrl+S, go back to the previous. So you can actually close this one if you don't want to work on this. And the update icon has been updated, and all of the 3D looks has been updated in real time. You didn't have to do any kind of things to have the 3D look. Let's do this one, and I'm going to say study. I'm going to adjust this text a little bit. Double click the icon, select the icon layer, and then double click it. I'm going to choose this one, maybe hide this, Ctrl+S to save this, go back to the main original layer, and we are good to go with the icons. Now it's time for the lights. So we have middle light, the most prominent light, we have left light, this part, and we have the right light, this part. So middle part light. To edit the colors, you need to select the hue saturations layer and then double click this part, and it will end up the this slider you only need to play around with the hui or HU slider. Alright, so if I bring to the left one or right one, you can see that it has some orange tone and it actually matches with the subject a cloth color. So I guess this will be the best one for this scenario. And for the left one, same things. I'm just going to slide it around until I see some kind of color that I really love. So I guess a lighter red tone will be good in this case. And for the right one, double click icon, and I guess blue is fine, but a little bit teal color would be better. Yeah. Alright, so I guess we actually got the look of the thumbnail that we are looking for. And one more thing, if you want to edit the box's stroke color, you need to select the base layer of the icon, and then you have to select this icon. It's a rectangle icon, so you can click this one, and from there you need to select the stroke color you want to be applied. I'm going to use this color, a little bit of blue or purple tone, so you have the options as well. So there you go. And now to export it, you need to go to file and then export as PNG or JPG. I guess JPG will be best, because you have to keep in mind that 2 MB is the highest limit for uploading thumbnail on YouTube. Alright, so click I'm going to use PNG because I'm not going to upload this on YouTube, and press save, and this is the final result. So it only takes few steps, and as I am explaining the tutorial, so this means this video will be much more longer. But if you do this by yourself, then it will probably take 2 minutes or so to have this kind of look, and you can use the same thing again and again, and all of the thumbnails will be look different, but also have the same aesthetic all around your channel. See you on the next video. Thank you so much for hearing me. Bye and peace.